Alright, greetings, adventurers. The Dark and Darker season is coming to an end, or it already did end, but the game is wiping in 6 days and 9 hours. And so, what they've done is they've given out some rewards depending on how you did. So, basically, all I did was come back for a weekend to play duos with my friend Grick and just banged out Demigod really quick. And so I just wanted to kind of go over the state of the character because, you know, the gear and all that. It's kind of fun. So let's see. For, what is it? Howling Crypts Duo High Roller. So we got Demigod in duos and Voyager 3 in trios. Wasn't really that interested in trios. It just... Trios is like much different than duos. Duos, I feel like their whole AP system, their whole way of getting ranked and getting Demigod to begin with is, I think, obnoxious and makes it really annoying to like play the game and take loot out of the map because you have to focus everything you do on treasure items. So like you intentionally drop potentially really good gear because the gear's not worth anything for your rank. Only the treasure is. And the gear's even worth more gold. So like as soon as you hit Demigod, you just like play an alt character because you can carry stuff out of the map and make tons of gold. So we'll go over all that, but the main thing is with duos, with me and my fighter. I'm a cleric, of course. We did kill 20 bosses. Quite a few sub bosses, and then died 17 times. I think the good portion of these deaths were just screwing around when duos first came out, just like experimenting and going in naked kits. Whereas like we were playing serious kits at the end, and we had really refined our play style for how cleric and fighter play together. So, because I mean, check out this kit that I've been wearing. I think I've run this kit like probably 12 or 13 games in a row. Haven't even come close to dying. I mean, maybe we'll die to something, but we've been in a lot of fights with gold teams, and I've just been piling gold into skull keys. I think I have 7 skull keys right now. The plan is to burn these and get some named uniques. Like we got a pestilence. I'll throw it in the Sony Vegas and show you. But the very next game, our ranger just kind of like face checked a corner and died. So pestilence came and went, but otherwise, we'll get some stuff. I mean, here, let's even look right now. Skull keys, it's like six days to wipe. If they're under 4K, I like to buy it. Okay, this is not under 4K enough. Like some people will come in here and undercut, but I think there was a dupe or something that came out last night. That's why I was like, fuck, dude, I need to just make a video before everything becomes invalidated with like crazy drops or some dupe or some shit. So, it's the 6th of March right now. But the stats of the gear, as you can see, is obviously crazy. I have 172 health and I'm a cleric, running Holy Aura, Advanced Healer, Blunt Weapon Mastery, and Perseverance. And yeah, just physical power, health, and of course, since it's a Divine Rod, it comes with that extra undead damage bonus. It's great for PvEing. The plan is with Sony Vegas, clip in some of my boss kills with my duo and all sorts of stuff. Who knows what this video is going to be, but this is a really decked fucking cleric that probably plays unorthodox compared to others, that I'm kind of scared that if I even show you how I play, more people are going to do it, because everyone just copies the streamers right now, and no one seems to be running our comp in twos. Like I see fighter clerics, but we win all our fighter clerics. Like the thing we're most scared of is a wizard. Wizard is like 99% of our deaths in duos. So anyways, we'll go through the gear, but armor max health, fizz damage max health, fizz damage. A little bit of knowledge, spell casting resource, but then strength max health. This physical damage max health, magical healing because we're a wizard. We're wizard cleric. We gotta heal things. Another 3 magical healing right here with magic damage bonus. Just works on sank and stuff. This robe, so we're quite fast. We can get hit in the head though because we got the golden hound skull, but we're quite fast with a robe on. Dexterity, more magical healing, max health. You're gonna see a theme with max health. How else the fuck do you think I got 172 health right now? Oh yeah, and I got like 184 with the weapon and shield out, so you get the idea. 3 all attributes, of course. Fizz damage, memory caps, not really doing much, but you'll see why memory cap is important. And then the armor pen with the fizz damage, that's true fizz damage. Come over here, max health, armor pen again, 2 additional physical damage. You're seeing a lot of physical damage between these items. It gets nastier. Then comes the grim smiles with luck, insult to injury here across all the gold gear with luck. Magical healing, true physical damage. We got to get that magical healing. We got to get that true physical damage. Other ring, same exact thing. It's his brother. Same exact thing. 2 additional physical damage, 2 magic healing with some mem cap. And then the pants, we're Speedy Gonzalez, keeping that theme that just low movement penalties. And we got vigor, dexterity, some max health, max health. So we're getting a little bit more dexterity across all the pieces. Just kind of helps with, you know, swinging, blocking, things like that. Then over to the boots. You guessed it. Vigor, max health, armor. I wish the armor was movement speed, but you know, you got to kill people or you got to pay lots of money for gear like this. But it really does make a difference. The rest of this stuff is just other, you know, interesting stuff. You know, stealing Grim Smile rings, a bunch of spell books with 3 magical healing, 1 magical healing rings that are kind of like weak mode, whereas these are all 2 magical healing rings, and then these are magical healing rings with physical damage on them. And then, you know, some healing sets and stuff. All my stuff is just armor max health. I don't even keep it if it's not that. This is just generic healer crap. It could be anything here. Oh, here's a legendary with magical healing. Like, oh, here's 2 legendary things. Here's a crazy fucking crystal sword. I think these things are like minimum 10,000 gold right now. Yeah, here's a legendary spellbook. I don't know. Magic pen, magic power. It's probably okay. I don't know. Yeah, and then good divine rods with max health, and max health. And then I've got other stuff with like maybe max health and weapon damage, max health weapon damage, max health weapon damage, max health weapon damage, max health weapon damage. There seems to be a theme here. But I'm a smite cleric, so we got some demon clads too. I think we killed the same team twice in a row and took some of their best kits, but it's only going to be so fair of a fight when I'm wearing full gold with just really cracked stuff, because you can buy crazy stuff on the auction house when you have tons of gold. This Templar is okay. It's just kind of fat on the stats with strength, max health, but then vigor, magic healing, max health, vigor, magic healing. So, you know, the spots that gotta have magic healing, you need them and you want the max health. Same thing here, max health, vigor, knowledge, max health. All of them have vigor, of course, but max health. It's a recurring theme, max health. I'll forgo the max health here because of the true physical damage. So if I'm not running gold cape, same thing here, true magical damage, and then max health, and then max health, vigor, additional physical, additional physical. Beggars can't be choosers with additional physical. If you get health and additional physical, that's some dope shit like that right there. Otherwise, you know, it's still good enough. It's not going to change the fight. A lot of this stuff just makes it so we can boss really strong and we just PvE like beasts. And then I got some random plate boots here. Move speed, max health, phys damage reduction, knowledge. That's a smart motherfucker right there. With a lot of stats. Over here, this one's kind of okay. Will with 2 vigor and 2 max health. This one also, you know, max health, strength, armor, and then, you know, some movement speed with knowledge. So you can see I've got a lot of stuff to tailor the kits around, things like that. And I mean, these are all just strength and max health and stuff like that, because you want that damage. You really need that damage. So like, even though this is like sick with the 3 magic power, 3 magic healing, armor, strength. Same thing here, magic, armor pen. It's like, you know, I'm healing, I'm DPSing. I'm healing, I'm DPSing. Like, in 2s, you can't just be heal bitch. You gotta be in there. So then we have the gold coin chest. This is actually found in Raid. We found 2 of them this wipe. What is it? Treasurer. I still need the blue royal sapphire and the royal diamond. They're really unbelievably rare. So I'd have two gold coin chests if that were to happen, but can't do it. Gold keys are kind of cheap now. We seem to bring them in, and I don't know if they're that good. Like, I feel like we haven't found anything very cool with it, even with running this set. So, you know, we got 31 strength, 35 vigor, 15 agi, 21 dex, 28 will, 30 knowledge, resourcefulness, 172 health. We're running 26 on the mem cap, 88 luck. It's fat. Plenty of spell recovery bonus and health recovery, so I can sit down after casting buffs on my fighter and really, you know, just get my spells back quick. Very quick movement, plus, you know, putting bless on myself. Action speed's up there. I mean, hey, that's great. I was even considering swapping the divine rod for the Lightbringer just for the extra 4% action speed, Could be interesting. I don't really know. The verdict's still out on it. The only Lightbringer I got, I lost the same night that I got it, like within 5 raids when the pestilence went down. A lot of spellcasting increase for the amount of like strength and damage my character's running. I think I hit like 111 or something on a target dummy by base, and then I can buff up and of course smite up, and I hit really, really hard. And it doesn't matter if you block me, the smite damage still hits, so this thing just swings quickly. Just bonk, bonk. Magic interaction speed. It's one of these that I think props and chest and magical items, I don't know. Either way, I can tell in this set, me and the fighter, we can clean out a 10-hit gold pile after doing Lich or Ghost King very fast. Very, very, very fast we clean it out. Then down here we've got, you know, our armor pen just a little bit, 3.3. I think it's coming from the gloves and the cape. And, you know, none of these stats are making or breaking it. It's just well-rounded. You know, the headshot because we've got the Hound Skull. But then we're kind of light on the armor because we've got 2 robes on. Like the pants and the chest. These aren't exactly like heavy items, but it makes us quick. So we can zip around, which is important when we get the 5 agility enchant too. Our damage reduction is 25.1, but then we also get this extra 13 armor here. So that puts us up, and we get our 15 armor from our passive talent that does it for the whole party. It gets us up to about, I think, like 40 or 41%. I'd kind of like it to be a little bit higher, but you know, where am I going to get it on this gear? I think that there's better gear than like Grim Smiles and stuff, but this is kind of like Supreme Farmer, where we really want to kill the boss with this on, chance at named uniques. And like our quality of loot is just so good when running sets like this. You drink the Fat Luck Pot. If you see another like nasty looking gold team, you probably drink the Troll's Blood and Potion of Healing Up. Like I usually come with like 18 potions. This is not representative of what I actually bring into raid. It is always worth lockpicking everything, just because lockpicks are cheap, and when you have luck like this plus a big luck potion on, the worst luck roll I can get is like what, 133, and the best I can get is like 238. 138. Yeah, and 238. Or no, 133 and 233 is I think what this comes out to be. Yeah, something like that. But either way, you just notice that your quality of chests is very high. Magic resist is also through the roof, and of course I get even more with being in raid, because it's not applying my weapons to the menu. But yeah, the weapons have alone 7 max health, and then an additional 3.2% max health. So add 7 to that, it comes out to be 179, and then the extra 3.2% health ends up being it's an extra 5 health. It puts me at 184. So 184 health cleric with something like 37 or 38% magic damage resistance. So a third of your magic damage I'm just blocking naturally. And then I also have 2, 5, 7, 9, 11 magic healing on top of the talent of 5. So I'm at 16 magic healing in this set. Like obviously demon clads and stuff could be better for healing, but 16 magic healing going on a light heal and going on a sank. My sanks are like 100 health. Like I'll attach it in the video like I said with Vegas, but it's quite a bit of damage. It does quite a bit of damage to enemies when I sank at the right time in like Lich fight, for example. So that's the character. It's pretty nuts gear, and we also have our other dude, Catch a Heal, over here that we were just playing as the alt. And this is kind of like a more modest set that if I'm not running gold gear, I still have 143 health, same spec, Divine Rod, a Buckler, a Hound Skull, Fox Pennant with magic healing, Spellbook with magic healing, Templar Armor with magic healing max health, Knowledge max health, additional physical damage, magical healing here, but only 2 magic healing here. See, I'm missing the damage on these items. I'm missing the damage on this one. I've got the damage here, but I don't have the damage here. This guy's already hitting for like 9 less just because of that stuff. So, but it's still a lot of the same stuff, just vigor, physical power, max health. Once again, we wipe people just as well on kits like this. And then see, I got the 3 other skull keys. I even bought this extra stash space. And then I think he's even got some stuff for sale right now. I've got a buckler, a unique regal, and these heavy leathers. I just put them up. I was being lazy and just had items for a while. We'll see if they sell. Otherwise, let's check the skull keys again. But that I think does it. Yeah, they're basically hovering at 4. Skull keys are good, as long as you can survive. But yeah, that's what the dude looks like. It looks pretty cool. Probably pretty intimidating to play against. Show you some footage. Just edited into this. I don't know how long this video is going to be. But yeah, that's my first preseason wipe 1, whatever. I barely played it. I basically played the first week or 2, finished almost all my quests, and then I only came back at the end when they extended the season by 9 days, and I was like, let's get Demigod and duos. 3's just is kind of such a shit show, so that'll do. So yeah, they're gonna delete all the gear in like 6 days, so I'm either gonna die a glorious death, or I'm gonna be immortal, and all of this gear is just gonna rot, and I don't even need backups or replacements. I'm probably gonna sell all this. This is just random caster shit right here that I need to sell. And then this is for 3s that I don't know if I'm even gonna play. So hope you like it. Oh yeah, and last but not least, I should show you my spells. Of course, I'm Smite, and then Spellbook, Sanctuary, Lesser Heal, Divine Strike, what? And Bless. Yeah, Divine Strike indeed. Divine Strike, which buffs the weapon damage of my fighter and buffs me. And then, of course, Bless for the 5 strength, more health, the agility, more movement speed, the will, more magic resist, which puts me up at like 39-40% magic resist. So giving both me and the fighter this buff, or being able to buff the fighter and then sit quickly while he's just plinking arrows, we have a lot of pressure. And then the Earthquake is the curveball with this spec. If you don't have enough gear, you can run Bind. But Earthquake is the curveball where people never expect us to be so like heavy geared. Like my fighter has like, 191 health or something like that. Like we're both pretty huge. But sometimes we can just be running along and I'm buffed up and I buffed him up and I grab him with an Earthquake and he just goes in with like the Falchion of Honor or whatever arming sword he's got and just chops him right on the edge of the Earthquake, or he just dives into the Earthquake with him and you just have to fight him, and then I let go, come in behind him, hit him with a heal as I'm running in, pull out the fat Divine. I'm still buffed up with like probably 10 seconds left on Smite, maybe 7 seconds. Turn on Smite, a Divine Strike rather, like 7 seconds. Turn on Smite, it only lasts 7 seconds. And then he's already just done devastating damage to them during the minor Earthquake, and they've probably started to backpedal and try to block, or their friends coming in, and that's when it's just like I'm coming in fully buffed, swinging with just the killer Smite of Doom, basically on an unarmed target between magic damage and hits. It's like I'm hitting for like 145 a swing, plus if it's a combo attack where each combo attack ups it by 5. So if I'm just holding mouse 1 and I'm doing the combo, yeah, it just beats the fuck out of people. And you can't even block smite damage. If my attack hits you, block or not, it still does the magic damage to you. So it's really nasty to be able to like kind of support and then come in and do really heavy damage in melee as well, and have the health to take a hit and be a buckler gamer. And so yeah, you're like thinking like, I don't have Holy Light. It's like, yeah, we don't. We basically potion and buff up and heals. I'm not a healing cleric. I'm healing if I'm coming in for the entry, but otherwise we're not just all in where he's a tank and I'm a healer. We're both DPS with strong buffs and recovery. That's how we play. And our range game is a bow and arrow instead of a crossbow, because we need to be able to put that pressure. These two buffs allow that pressure. This is really kind of like I can grab someone and surprise someone when they think they're getting away or they think they're running, and we can just yoink someone 6 seconds if you're not really moving. And you see with all the stats that I have, the extra will here, my Earthquake actually hits quite hard if you move in it. You realize you cannot move in my Earthquake, it hurts, even though I'm like very heavy physical damage. So yeah, it's a really nasty kit, and I'm not denying, yeah, magical damage bonus right there too. I'm not denying that I think there's a big gear gap in the game right now, and when it's equal fights but I have 50 more health than you and you thought you were geared but I have 50 more health than you and more buffs, etc., it just feels like a money mill where we're just like constantly profiting hand over fist in this game compared to other people, because our gear is just so good. I mean, we also outplay people, but like to just, I really don't think I've died in at least 5 or 6 days right now as of making this video. So I've just sold off everything that I felt like wasn't good enough, and I'm actually even going to sell off these divine rods this morning starting this flanged. I was kind of like, am I really going to die this much? Like, these are my other 2 best divine rods right now with the double max health rolls, and then these are single health rolls, and these are like weapon damage health rolls. Yeah, these are weapon damage and health, I think. So, I mean, everything I have is good right now. So, death is not that big of a deal. It just won't be as fat as this kit. This is my fattest kit that I run. And I really enjoy playing in it. So, I'll cut the footage of us killing bosses and shit now. So, enjoy.